Hi, I'm Drew, and I'm too lazy to animate. You know who's not too lazy to animate? Vivzy Pop. You probably know who she is, in that she created both Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss, but if you don't, there's a link in the description to her channel. I first found her through my brother a week after Hazbin got released. His friend posted a video about it, not a link in the description because he hasn't responded to Blimp 2 yet, and that's how he found it. Now, obsessive is a strong word, so I'm going to make it sound good by saying I'm very passionate. The first time I watched Hazbin Hotel, I thought it was good. The 23rd time I watched it, that's a low estimation by the way, I was knee-deep in Alistair fan art. In the midst of this passion with the radio demon, an aromantic passion for the record. Maybe obsession would fit better for this case. I know how the Hazbin fandom thinks. I've seen the Honeycast. Anyway, in the midst of my platonic swooning over Alistair, Vivzy goes and releases a trailer for a new animation that happened to have Richard Horvitz in it. I recognized him instantly. Little known fact, I have a mighty passion towards Invader Zim. I used to have an account online made purely for Invader Zim memes, and I roleplayed as Invader Zim on Kick, and it was the funniest thing in my young life. I even know all 48 comics, the individual ones, that are out right now, and Comic Zero too. Not to flex or anything, but I got comic number 0 signed by Aaron Alexovich, which I call Aaron because I'm dyslexic, and also Ricky Simmons. I went to a convention and spent the majority of time with Aaron. Just to convince you that I enjoy Invader Zim more than somebody should, I not once but twice spent multiple hours sorting my Invader Zim comics into piles, by who drew it, wrote it, and stuff like that, then ranked each comic from my favorite to least favorite, and make the strengths and weaknesses of the comic creators. For example, Aaron was quite high, so I recognized his name at the convention without an explanation. The picture I'm drawing was actually drawn mostly from my memory until it came to Moxie. For the Invader Zim characters, all I looked at for a reference was the collar on Dib's coat, and to see if Zim's sleeves were actually the same color as his triangle sleeve things. This was a long and convoluted way of saying I watched Helluva Boss the second it came out of sheer love for Vivzy Pop's other works and Zim's voice actor. I loved it. It was funny, beautifully animated, and I legitimately listened to the entirety of the 10-hour version of Oh Millie because that song is just so beautiful. As you probably guessed, Moxie was an instant favorite for me, but he still hardly holds a candle to Alistair. As many other reviewers did, they compared Hazbin to Helluva, and a lot of the reviews I watched says that Helluva's one episode was better than Hazbin's one episode, but a full season of Hazbin would likely be better than a full season of Helluva. I disagree. In my opinion, the one episode of Hazbin Hotel that we got was better than the one of Helluva, and I anticipate Hazbin's whole season would be too. I know my rambling was mostly about Invader Zim, but that was a roundabout way of saying I like Helluva Boss, even with all the criticisms to come. The biggest reason I say Hazbin is better than Helluva is the rewatch value. Now, I've watched both of them more times than I should, but from what I can tell, Hazbin has way more hidden secrets in it. Seconds in, there's silhouettes of characters, some that even aren't in the pilot. There's so many background characters and details that I never saw the last time I watched, like Nifty cleaning a skull during Alistair's numbers, and how many eyeballs there are everywhere. Sure, Helluva has plenty of this, but it's not the same. It is about 10 minutes shorter, but the detail in Hazbin is amazing. Each time I watch it, I understand it more, and the more information about the world. I found that Helluva runs dry faster. Weirdly, each time I watch it, I understand it less. This is the real reason I made this video, to find out what the hell, pun intended, is going on in the middle of Helluva Boss. So I get the commercial. It's a nice little jingle with some good visual gags, but then Moxie is shown in a bush ready to kill a blonde adult woman with blue eyes. A dirty blonde-haired, beady-eyed kid strolls by with an ice cream cone, and Moxie accidentally shoots him instead of the woman. And then the music stops. I'm lost whether this is the commercial still. If it is, why did they keep it in the final product of the commercial? If not, what's with the last bit of the jingle later on? Anyway, Moxie is traumatized, and that's all well and good. They ship the kid to the hospital and wait for him outside. Inside, his pulse is 0 with little blood everywhere. Weird for a kid that just got shot. And zapping him brings him back to life with still no blood? I'll admit, this was a bit of a nitpick. I just want more blood. So, after that, the demons get asked for their insurance, but they don't have any, so they steal the kid. Why? They could have ditched him. If they were concerned for his safety, I don't think hell would be the best place for him. Besides, they find his mom later, so it's not like that was impossible. Then it says kids die for free. That's just bad business. Moxie was obviously distraught over almost killing this kid, so why would actually killing kids for no pay help anybody? They're in hell. People probably want kids to get killed. And I can see it being argued that the jingle was added to be like, haha, we kill your targets and random kids. We demons are just evil like that. But they didn't kill the target. And I mean, technically they did. But who did they think the target should be? The blonde? Moxie blames Luna for the wrong information, but what information was given? How was it wrong? A kid walking between the gun and the target doesn't mean that information was bad, unless the information given was exactly where and when the target should be shootable. And they never went back to shoot the woman, so it does seem like she wasn't the target they were trying to hit. And how did they accidentally hit the right target anyway? As I said, what the hell is going on in the middle of Helluva Boss? Now, am I looking too deeply into this? Probably. And despite all of this, I still watched it over and over again. I have a problem. Send help. Hey, I'm too lazy to read my script too, so here's multiple months later update. 49 comics, and I like the animatic version of O'Malley slightly better than the animated. Granted, I've watched way too many animatics recently. Still great though. And Vivzy, or Vivzy fans, I encourage you to watch my animations on my main channel and criticize those. With that shameless plug out of the way, I hope you liked this video. Comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you the next time you watch a video of mine. And until then, I don't know how to end things.